What is going on, football fans out there? Excuse me if I sound a little bit nasally or whatever. Underneath the weather, the worst thing to have is summer cold. But anywho, we're coming here to give you an update on our ESGN Online College Football Dynasty and slider settings and different settings, things that we found. This video will give you a little update on the league and how the sliders thus far are performing. So without further ado, let's get right into talking about the sliders and settings to make your online dynasty the best that it possibly can be. Okay, so to begin with the new update, they updated, I guess, pass blocking and the pass rush. So what we did in our league was we raised pass block slightly from what it was before. Also, we tweaked the fatigue, turned fatigue slightly down because it was causing way too many injuries late in the game against CPU controlled teams. And it was basically just giving them free timeouts, making it annoying. You know, the PC already has the annoying thing when you're down and all of a sudden their QB becomes God and you have to do some underhanded stuff to slow the PC down. We have our slider set now to where it, honestly, when you play CPU, it plays more realistic. So that's one of the main things that we got out of the new update. You know, it's always a little bit of an ebb and flow. You want to get your league off and running, but you know that EA is going to be bringing a series of patches that's going to mess up the current slider set that you have. So let's look at some other things, and I'll get right back into some other settings that we have messed with. So first of all, let's look at the top 25 and our current online dynasty. Texas is at number 1, Oregon's at number 2, Washington, Penn State, Ohio State, Texas A&M, LSU, USC, a CPU team creeps its way into the top 25. But yeah, we're pretty loaded there. So far, the users are enjoying the gameplay in the league. We've got a little bit of feedback from them, which is causing us to adjust the sliders in the league. Now, this is a video that we really don't put out too much on our channel, but it's something that we want to start getting into. If there's anything out there that you guys feel that we should add in here, or things that you want to know about what we do to keep our online dynasties going, to make them enjoyable for the users that participate in them, please drop it in the comments below. We will focus in on those areas. The purpose of these videos is to give you guys out there the best slider set and settings that we feel make for the most enjoyable user experience, with keeping it as close to sim as possible, which is honestly kind of difficult to do with EA College Football, but we know what it is. It is a fun game. When you play user versus user games, things are going to get a little bit crazy, but that's the fun in all of it. You know, we don't want it to sim. When you do play against the CPU, games seem to be a little bit more intense. There's a little bit more strategy. Yes, there's always going to be a little bit of cheese when you play. I will take my boy Geddon's verbiage here, EA branded football. So that's going to happen. With this dynasty, all we are looking for is to have a good time, to try to get it to play as realistic as possible, but still supplying us with the fun factor. We will use, shameless plug, Maximum Football when we want to have a serious sim league. Okay, now as far as post update, these are the current sliders that we are riding with, and these are the ones that good old Coach K gave to you in our last video about our sliding set. But this is where they stand out at now. While got a little bit tongue tied. QB accuracy is at 40. Pass blocking, like I mentioned earlier, we adjusted. It's at 58. Wide receiver catching is at 50. Run blocking is at 45. Fumbles at 48. The pass defensive reaction time is at 60. Might be a little bit high. We're still messing with that. Interceptions, 25. That's a strange one because we had it down a little bit further than that, and guys were just dropping balls that were landing basically right in their lap. Pass coverage at 60 seems about right. Tackling, we might want to bump that up because, like somebody mentioned before, at times this game feels like a game of avoidance. Like you get so close to a player, and it's almost like they auto avoid. There's really nothing going on there. It's really not into the stats of it, whether the guy's a good tackler or not. He's just going to bounce off the runner or whoever has the ball. Next, we'll go real quick into the CPU skill settings. This is mainly because when you do run one of these dynasties, you're going to be playing a lot of CPU games, unless everybody is all piled into one conference, which that's not what we're doing. We're using the entire 134 teams at our disposal. So we take a look at CPU skill. We have QB accuracy for the CPU at 40, pass blocking at 60, wide receiver catching at 50, run blocking at 60, fumbles are at 48, pass defense reaction time is at 60, interceptions at 15. Yeah, that's pretty good for the CPU because they will pick you off in a New York minute. Then you have pass coverage at 50, tackling is at 49. We won't go into the special teams, something that we haven't touched. But overall, it seems like the users in the league are, by a majority, enjoying the slider set that we have. We'll keep on taking feedback and adjust accordingly. And also, with Madden just dropping, we will give you our review on that. Most likely, we will have a Madden league going. It all depends on if people that are in the Discord want it. And if you guys want to be involved in our SGN Hub, which we call CCFL Madden CFM, let us know in the comments. But until next time, this has been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you either in the ring or on the field.